My girlfriend lied about the nature of her romantic past. She always implied that she always had the same preferences and ideals as me, but I came to learn that she was a lot wilder than she let on. We've been together 1 year. She is 26 and I'm 25. Prior to her, I only had one girlfriend, from 16 to 23, and that's it. When we started dating, she brought up previous relationships and I was honest about mine. She mentioned having 2 previous partners who broke up with her, and that she was never into hookups, open relationships, and other stuff like this. Last weekend, we met some of her previous friends, and they kept making comments about her finally having a longer, monogamous relationship and not breaking any more hearts. I thought that was weird since she claimed otherwise, and I demanded honesty from her once we got back to our place. Turns out she was in open relationships with both those 2 guys, and that she ended up having multiple side guys who fell for her. But that at some point she realized that life wasn't for her. Even though everyone's entitled to their past, I don't think lying is acceptable, and honestly, had I known about the open relationship thing, I'd have not continued dating her. Has anyone found themselves in a similar situation? I've gone from thinking about proposing to thinking about breaking up in 24 hours. Best comments. If a girl lies about this type of topic, you probably gonna get played in a near future. Does it stop her from being a good girlfriend because she has more experience than OP? In mature relationships, you learn from each relationship and you grow as a person. It shouldn't matter how many people she's been with. But clearly it does to OP, regardless of her lying about it. He was in a 7-year relationship before. Multiple partners don't equal experience. You're being incredibly naive, and OP shouldn't take the high road, especially after he essentially finds out from the 2 people she was previously with and not her in the first place. I'd be rethinking the relationship too, not because of her past, but because she went out of her way to mislead you. If you want to try and work this out, then she really needs to be willing to sort through why she lied, shame, fear of not being accepted, and deal with those issues so this doesn't happen again. But if you don't see yourself ever being able to trust her again, better to cut your losses. Even the 2 guys ended their business with her because she had other multiple side guys. Just end it because this girl is trouble. Update number 1, 2 days after the first post. Thanks everyone who gave advice. We talked about it yesterday for a few hours, and she was finally completely honest about her reasons for hiding the truth. She mentioned being afraid of being judged or dumped because of her past, and that since poly was something she was not really interested in anymore, she didn't want it to define her future. She mentioned that all those side guys were not hookups, but men she had developed feelings with, secondary relationships. Hard for me to understand how that works. She claims that she loves me, and that wants to be in a monogamous relationship with me. Unfortunately, I can't trust her anymore. Someone who will lie to me, for years, in order to deceive me and portray themselves in a dishonest way is not someone I want to marry with. Additionally, truth only came out because of her friends assumed I knew and made comments about it. She'd have never told me. Furthermore, I'm looking for a woman who shares, and has always shared, my similar view on relationships, monogamy, and sex. Not that one approach is better than the other, but I'm not compatible with people who do, or have done poly. So, I broke up with her. People who claim past is irrelevant and therefore one can lie about it, either actively or by omission, are wrong. They just want to feel justified deceiving people. Dishonesty is never justifiable, and according to psychology, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. These people will lie whenever it benefits them and find excuses to justify their attitude. Time for me to heal and move on. It will take me a while to be trustful and ready to date again. Best comments. Everyone is allowed to have criteria, what they will and will not accept. In personal relationships, business relationships, family and friend relationships, I have seen women disqualify men as dating material based on height and shirt choice. I have seen men rule a woman out based on her laugh. To pretend we all don't do this is disingenuous. And one's preferences do not have to be justified to anyone else. You held to your standards, and that's fine. You are both now free to go find someone that you are more compatible with.